Hayes. I'm a nutrition student at Framingham State University, and I'm here today to talk about some tips for maintaining a healthy diet on a really busy schedule. I know a lot of people want to eat healthier, but they feel like they just don't have the time. They're always running around from work or school, so I have a few tips to make it a little bit easier so you don't fall off track. My first tip would be to try to pre-make your meals so you can take them with you to school or work, or when you get home from a long day you can just pop it in the microwave or the oven. I would invest in a lot of these to-go containers. These are almost like a restaurant quality, and they keep really well, and they're good to travel with. They're not spilling all over your car. So these are really good, so when you get home you can just pop it in the microwave. And then my next tip would be to measure out your snacks. A lot of people aren't comfortable with serving sizes, and if you're not, I would really just measure everything out, look on the label and see the serving size. So for an example, for a snack, I have these Triscuits here, and a serving size is 15 crackers for 130 calories. 15, you're never going to count out 15 crackers when you're eating these out of a box, so they're really easy to overeat. This is what 15 crackers looks like. It's really not that much, and if you were just grabbing these, eating them in your car on the way to something as a quick snack, it would be really easy to overeat these. So that's a good way to save some of your calories with your snacks, is to measure them out so you don't overeat. Another tip is frozen vegetables. I know sometimes it's hard to get to the store during the week, and in the winter maybe not all the best vegetables are in season, but frozen vegetables are just as good as fresh. They're packaged at their peak ripeness, so they're going to be just as good as the fresh. I just have some variety and some corn. These are really good when you're having a meal at home. Just throw these in as a side. And you don't have to worry about prepping them, cutting them, washing them. You just throw them in a pot and steam them, or throw them in the microwave, and it's really easy to add and make sure you get all the vegetables you need throughout your day. Another tip is utilize at the grocery store the convenience foods. You just have to be careful which ones you choose. I have brown rice here. Now, brown rice is full of fiber and it's a whole grain, so it's really, really good for you, but it takes a long time to cook. So if you went the traditional way, it takes about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending. So this would be something maybe on a weekend that you have time, you're cooking, you could make a bunch of this and store it in your fridge or your freezer. But for a quick weeknight meal, you can get these. They're in these little bags, and you just throw them into boiling water, and they take about 10 minutes. So that's also good. You could maybe grill up some chicken with this rice and some vegetables, and you got a meal in like 20 minutes. So that's another thing. And an inexpensive little tip is beans. Canned beans are really inexpensive, and they're a great way to add a little bit of protein or kind of beef up a salad or a pasta dish. Maybe you didn't have time to get to the store and get some meat, so throw these on to anything, and it kind of gives you a little bit of protein, a little bit of energy, and they're super inexpensive. And then fruits and vegetables are a great on-the-go snack. You don't have to worry about counting out the 15 crackers. You can just grab an orange and eat that at your desk. Using fruits and vegetables as your snacks are a great way to make sure you get all the fruits and vegetables you need throughout the day, and you don't really think about it. You can just snack on them. And then my last little tip is, if you have one, is to really utilize slow cookers. If you work all day, you can prep this the night before or in the morning and put it on low, and you can cook things all day long, healthy recipes, and it's ready to go when you walk in the door, when you get home. So those are my tips and tricks for maintaining a healthy diet while you're on the go.